Okay, so I'm going to show you how to use the calculator to solve this problem without putting it in the graph, without having to solve and set it equals 0 like I suggested that you do. I'm going to show you just a quick way to use it on the calculator. So here goes. So we already got some crap in our calculator. What do we do when we got crap in our calculator? We press on, 1, and then we choose no. And we're going to go ahead and choose calculator page. And I'm going to put in the expression to show you something. So first we're going to say 2 times x minus 7. And x minus 7 inside the parentheses is a linear expression. But we're going to square that linear expression, which means x minus 7 times x minus 7. And we're going to just press enter. It says we can't do something, right? It says we didn't define a variable. So that's exactly what we're doing when we're defining a variable. When we're defining a domain, we're defining a variable. So we're going to use the answer choices that they gave us. The first answer choice is x equals 7 plus the square root of 32 and x equals 7 minus the square root of 32. So let's use the first one. So we're going to press 7 plus, there's the x squared button, and if you see in blue is the square root symbol. So I'm going to press control squared. Oh, there we go. Then I'm going to press 32. And to store it, how do we store? Control store a variable. See, look at that line. That means I didn't do something, right? We don't want it under there. So we're going to move it off and under the square root symbol. Control store as x. Press enter. So we now have a value. We're going to come back to that first expression. I'm going to press enter so that we don't have to retype. And notice how the x is bold, so we know we have a given domain that's actually stored. We're going to press enter, and by pressing enter, we know that the answer is 64, but we were looking for the answer of 32, so we can scratch out A. Go ahead and try the rest of them for me.